What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Kohout here, coming to you live with Always Be Closing, powering the Creative Real Estate Club. Do me a favor, right over here, there's a subscribe button. Just smash that for me, and if you've done that already, it'll turn gray. A little bell will pop up. Smash that too. You'll get notified every time we drop a new video. So, I'd like to thank you for being part of our community, and now I'm going to answer a bunch of your questions. A lot of you guys asked me, can you tell the story of your first six-figure deal? So here we go. I got a phone call one day, and this is going way back to 2006, so I'd been in the business for roughly 2 years, give or take, and somebody called my Pat Live system. They had a house they wanted to sell that day, and I went through everything. It told me what their name was, their phone number, the address. It was actually in Nutley, New Jersey. It told me that they were leaving the country shortly, never to return again. I got this phone call at roughly 3:30. I actually still kept a copy of the phone call. I had convinced myself that there's no way in hell anybody was ever going to walk away from 200 grand in equity, but I got out of my own head really quickly. I called these people back at 3:30, almost immediately after they called me. I made an appointment to go see this house. I drove to it. I got there at about 4 o'clock. I got to the door. I rang the doorbell. I had my paperwork in hand because I'm there to accomplish an objection or an objective, and this older Russian-looking gentleman answered the door and went, "Leaving for Uzbekistan. You buy house? Come in, sign." I went to shake his hand. He grabbed me by the wrist and pulled me into the house. Started thinking, now I'm going to die. Into the kitchen where his wife was sitting, and they had all the paperwork for a closing already laid out. I told him, no problem. We're going to go through all of your paperwork, but we got to go through mine as well. We're sitting there just signing everything. There is a black car in the driveway ready to take this guy to the airport. They're carrying his bags out. We get through everything. He takes his copy of the paperwork. He gives me one of these, says thank you, and I never see him again. This guy is completely out. The house is mine. He's going to Uzbekistan for whatever reason. Maybe somebody's trying to kill him. I have no idea. There's never another phone call with him. No more contact. And I have just convinced myself completely, now it's about 4:30, 4:45, that there is no way there's $200,000 in this deal. I haven't even looked at the house yet. I didn't even do my patented home inspection. Looks a little bit like Saturday Night Fever. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got a floor. It's got a roof. I'll take it. I'm walking around this place, and it's then I realize it's got 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It's on a lot and a half. It's got an indoor hot tub, an outdoor hot tub, and a steam shower. I mean, this thing is majestic. It is absolutely gorgeous. And still, in my head, I have no idea what kind of deal it is, only what this guy told me. I've convinced myself that I must have been lied to somewhere, so I did the only thing I could do. I pulled title, and I ordered a payoff, and it became obvious to me pretty quick that this guy, in fact, did walk away from about $225,000. And I'm still standing in the house before I did this. It's almost 5 o'clock now, and there's a landline. Bought the house about 15 minutes ago. Nobody's there. And all of a sudden, the phone starts ringing. And I'm like, should I answer it? It's my house. And who do you think it was? It was you. It was everybody else with a day job that got the same phone call that just got off work. And I'm sitting there answering the phone calls going, hello? No, I just bought the house. You were too slow. Don't quit your day job. But you can buy it from me. And I just sat there laughing my ass off, taking calls one after another. Again, you do not have to be the smartest. You just have to be the fastest in this business. So I wound up picking up this house for the debt. It was about $527. Apparently the thing appraised for $750. Absolutely nuts. What's even better is the way that I sold it, and we're going to see if we can have Ellis splice the thank you letter in here. I got a call from one of my lawyers who had a friend that he went to Cornell with, and he had been involved in a walk to help raise awareness for Sudani freedom. Somehow they established a modern-day underground railroad where they had helped slaves escape from Sudan, fly over here from Africa, and they needed a place to put them up to live really cheap. So I still don't know how that's underground. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's a figure of speech. Real estate's my thing. Anyway, I put these people up in this house. I made them the deal of the century. Mow the lawn, shovel the snow, show the house. A few short months later, they actually sold this house for me for $722, which is absolutely friggin' insane, right? Net profit, and I thought I was going to make $200,000. It was about $179,000, so I didn't hit the $200,000 mark, and to this date, I hadn't hit the $100,000 mark. Really wanted to, only made $179,000. I stand before you a complete loser. Almost made it. And this was actually the year that I had my complete and total rock star breakdown. I'm about 26, 27 years old. It's May. I just made, between that and some of my other deals, close to $289. And my future ex-wife told me, you should take some time off. I had a friend in Hawaii who was going through a rough breakup. I called him up. I said, I'll come out there. I'll live with you for a month. I'll help you pack everything up. Before I left, I actually checked my mailbox, and there was even an escrow check in my mailbox, which was all the money that had been saved up as part of this mortgage for taxes and insurance that the mortgage company had not spent on that yet. So I actually got another check for an additional $5,000, which almost covered my trip to Hawaii, except for the fact that I actually lost a rental car, a Jeep Wrangler, in the North Shore on the beach in Hawaii. I got it stuck and the tide came up. We'll see if we can find that picture and splice it in for you too. And yeah, it was a party, and I mean, honestly, it felt amazing that I was able to do something to actually not just better one person's life, but an entire community of people. And I actually got one of the nicest testimonials from this deal that I think I've ever gotten in my life, where I mean, it literally explains how these people all came over here from Sudan, had a place to live, they got together, they rallied, they did a walk for Sudani freedom where they met with Governor Corzine, who was the governor of New Jersey. We got a picture of that we may be able to attach to, and marched all the way down to D.C. where they met with President Bush, Nancy Pelosi, and even Hillary Clinton, just to help raise awareness for this huge problem. And it was awesome just to be able to play a part of this. I mean, if you guys had the opportunity to do something a little bigger and a little better than yourself, would you do it? I mean, personally, I think that's part of the reason why I was able to pull off such a massive deal so smoothly, is just simply because I did the one thing that everybody teaches you not to do. I led with my heart, and I did what I thought was right. Could I have milked this and made $250? Yeah. But now I got an army of Sudanese that's willing to back me up on just about anything. And honestly, there's always something amazing when you're at the closing table and there's people on both sides, or this particular situation, all three sides, literally crying for joy. And then you walk away with a magic check that's usually a lot bigger than what you would make at a day job. And you think to yourself, wow, how is my life real? Like, how do I get paid for this? It's absolutely amazing. So, my name's Chuck Kohout. This is Always Be Closing. I really hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit that little bell. Talk to you soon.